Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Marcus, and in today's video we're going to be talking about some news that broke last week regarding Microsoft Exchange Server. If you haven't been keeping up to date with the news and you use Microsoft Exchange Server, this is something that's going to be important to yourselves. So last week the news broke that 4 zero-day vulnerabilities within Microsoft Exchange Server were found to be actively exploited by a state-sponsored hacking group from China. It's believed that Microsoft was made aware of these vulnerabilities sometime in early January, and Microsoft suddenly got busy on identifying, verifying and developing all the necessary patches that were required. It is believed that the attacks were being conducted by taking advantage of the 0 days as early as the start of January. On the 2nd of March, Microsoft actually pushed out some patches to tackle the bugs and patch the holes in the software to help try and stem the attacks. The critical vulnerabilities impact on on-premise Exchange servers 2013, 2016 and 2019. However, at this point in time, Exchange Online isn't affected, which is great news if you use Office 365 and things like that. It's been found that if all the 0 days are used in a chain type attack, which means patching it from all the patches all the 0 days all in one go, the vulnerabilities can actually lead to remote code execution, which allows an attacker to gain access to the server, obtain information and potentially deploy malware or any type of other software and get information from your devices. Now, this is a serious threat to companies who are running their own versions of Exchange Server, as lots of companies don't frequently patch and they don't keep up with the news. But for this instance, this is definitely one that you should be paying attention to. Deploy the updates as soon as you get and keep up to date from Microsoft and all the other news providers where possible. Microsoft had said that the attacks using the 0-day flows had been traced to Hafnium. Hafnium is a state-sponsored hacking group from China. It's described by the company as a highly skilled and sophisticated actor. Easy for me to say. Now, while Hafnium is based in China, the group actually uses virtual private servers which are actually based in the US. This is to try and conceal and trick their true identity from where they're based. Now, Microsoft have said that IT administrators and customers really need to start applying these security fixes immediately. It's something not to be waited for. However, just because the fixes are applied now doesn't mean that the servers have not already been backdoored and otherwise compromised. So you should always ensure that you keep an eye on your servers, check your logs, make sure your antiviruses are up to date and move from there. If there's anything out of the norm, if you notice anything funky happening, make sure everything's all done, sorted, check the traffic, check your logs, check your firewall and go from there. Now, Microsoft has released internal mitigation option guides, which I'll link in the comments below this video. These guides are being made available if you can't patch your servers quickly or straight away. Microsoft have also published a script on their GitHub page. This is available for everyone, so people can actually look for indicators of compromise, which are linked to their 4 vulnerabilities. Again, I'll link this below the video. Now, recently on the 8th of March, Microsoft actually released an additional set of security updates that can be applied to all the unsupported cumulative updates, or CUs, as temporary measure to help try and reduce the impact of this 0 day. And that's it. It was a quick one. If you're running Exchange in your environment, do please update your machines. Do look for anything out of the ordinary. Do your best practices. Make sure that you're not running administrator as default. Everything's patched up to date, Windows and Exchange and any third-party stuff. And with that, I hope you enjoyed this one. It was just a quick informational type video just to make sure everyone's aware of this. And from there, please do what everyone else does on YouTube. Like, subscribe. Comment below. Do you run Exchange? Have you noticed any indicators of compromise? Are you aware of anyone who's been compromised with this Exchange 0 day? Do let me know in the comments, and with that, I'll see you next time.